Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we are looking at Dungeon Roll Henchmen, Expansion and Rules Booster. Not everyone can be a hero. Dungeon Roll Henchmen is an expansion for Dungeon Roll and of course requires a base game to play. This pack includes 8 Henchmen cards and the rules to use them. So let's open this up, see what we got. It's perforated for our ease. This is put out by Tasty Minstrel Games. So let's see what they gave us this time. Alright, good packaging. I'll give them credit for that. Alright, here's our rules. And it's a little fold out. This is actually pretty nice paper. Nice and thick. So they didn't skimp, which they could have really easily given us just crappy fold out like everybody else does. But yeah, they did a real good job with this. So it's very detailed, color even. And it's got information on the henchmen, so you know how to use them. And then on the back, there's what's done for it, for setup, and treasure, and just some general nonsense stuff. So, you know, everything you need to know for it. It's an expansion. It does require the core game, so you have to have a copy of the core game. Don't just buy this thinking it's going to be anything else. Alright, so on the back of all the cards, it says Exhausted Henchmen, and then it's got, at the beginning of your delve, and it's got a little gold dragon, or the wheel thingy, and a little exhaust thing. I don't know what that is. I didn't read the rules yet, so yeah, there's 2, 4, 6, 8 cards here, like it says. So let's look at what these are on the front. Alright, first up we have Vicious Henchmen. Exhaust to defeat up to 1 monster of each type. We've got Tasty Henchmen. Exhaust to transform all dungeon dice to dragon faces and move them to the dragon's lair. Thieving Henchmen. Exhaust to transform 1 monster into a potion. Lucky Henchmen. Exhaust to reroll up to 5 party and or dungeon dice, but not dragon faces. And Entrancing Henchmen. Exhaust to discard up to 3 dice from the dragon's lair. Prudent Henchmen. Exhaust when choosing to move on to the next level, but before the dungeon dice are rolled. Name a monster type. All monster faces you roll on this level become that name type. Greedy Henchmen. Exhaust to draw 2 treasure tokens from the box. Choose 1 to keep and return the other to the box. And lastly, Diversionary Henchmen, everybody's favorite. Exhaust to defeat an amount of monsters of a single type equal to or less than the number of dice in the dragon's lair. Alright, so these cards are actually really nice quality. I think they're a little bit better than the others, actually. They have a better finish on them. They're very smooth, very nice. I think this is the most recent pack. This came out in 2016. Of the ones we've looked at, it's the newest, and these are actually the nicest cards they've done. So, I think this might be a linen finish, but I'm not sure. It sort of almost feels that way, but it might be just a slightly lower end. But yeah, the cards are really nice. The art's better than it usually is. And their art isn't too bad. It's better than average, I would say. But yeah, all in all, a pretty handy little pack. I would say this is probably a good one to pick up if you're going to pick up Dungeon Roll. If you're going to pick up some packs, this is probably a good place to start. But that'll do it for this episode. We've seen what's in the package. This is Dungeon Roll Henchmen, Expansion and Rules Booster. You do need, of course, the Dungeon Roll basic box to play. But that'll do it for me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.